We are learning new details about the victims of a deadly Texas mall shooting as investigators continue to search for a motive. Plus, the Biden administration unveils a new immigration plan as Title 42 is set to expire. You're watching News 3 now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Hayda. A former SSM health nurse pleaded guilty to tampering with vials of fentanyl while working at St. Mary's Hospital. Officials say 54-year-old Dawn Drum of Janesville faces a maximum of 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Prosecutors say Drum removed fentanyl from vials and replaced it with saline. She then resealed the vials with super glue and put them in an automated medication dispensing system so they could be used with other patients. In Platteville, a man is in custody after crashing into a house. Deputies say the Illinois man crashed into a home just across the street from the Rolling Hills Church. It happened around 3:30 Sunday morning. The 62-year-old man missed a curve, left the road, hit a mailbox, and damaged the house. He was arrested for first offense operating while intoxicated. Next week, you could get a check from TurboTax as the company begins paying a $141 million settlement. The company has agreed to pay people who were tricked by company owner Intuit for paying a fee for free tax services. Around $2.5 million will be sent to over 80,000 Wisconsinites in the settlement. Checks will be mailed out next week, with the average person receiving about $30. Let's head to the weather center now. Meteorologist Greg Barnhart has looked at our first warn forecast. The sun trying to break through. Yeah, unfortunately, if you look at satellite, you can see what's going on here. The outer edges of that low clouds are beginning to erode away. Unfortunately, Madison is right in the center, but that area is beginning to shrink as we got drier air and stronger winds aloft. You can see the wispy cirrus coming across from west to east. So that's a good indication that we are going to see that break up, but we totally won't lose the clouds this afternoon. The good news is no precipitation. All that is far to the west. None of this clouds coming over from the west should impact us with precipitation today. Overall temperatures, you can see the difference right now. 56 in Madison. You go to where there is sun right now, it's already 70 in Bosqueville and 65 in Prairie du Chien. So we will see some of that sun. It just will take a little bit of time here. And the problem is the winds are very calm or light at the surface, and that's what's keeping a lot of the low clouds hanging around here, at least for the time being. So we should see at least more sun here in Madison. Get back up to 70 once we do break that. Won't be totally mostly sunny skies, but we'll have better conditions. As you look out to the west, that action out in the plains, the precipitation and the clouds associated with that are heading our way. But I'll break down of whether we're going to see any precipitation with that, as well as when we'll see the 80s for Thursday and what the Mother's Day forecast looks like a bit later in the broadcast. All right, that's coming up. Thank you, Greg. A man in Louisiana is accused of shooting a 14-year-old girl who was playing hide and seek around his property. Deputies were called to a home in Starks on Sunday and found a girl with a gunshot wound to the back of her head. Detectives said several children were playing hide and seek in the area. David Doyle told authorities that he saw shadows outside his home and got his firearm. When he saw people running away from his property, he shot at them, unknowingly hitting the girl. Her injury was not life-threatening, and she is now recovering. Doyle is facing charges for aggravated battery, aggravated assault with a firearm, and the illegal discharge of a firearm. We're learning more about the victims of a deadly mall shooting in Allen, Texas over the weekend. Omar Villafranca has the latest.
The gunshots, it sounded like a war zone. It was horrifying.
Raquel Lee was one of the countless terrified people at the Allen Premium Outlets Mall when the bullets started flying Saturday. She said she hid inside a bathroom closet, crying and praying.
When I was crouching down, like, I hope we don't get hit by a bullet.
But at least 8 others were shot and killed, including 3 members of the Cho family, Mom Cindy, Dad Q, and their 3-year-old son James. The lone survivor was their 6-year-old son William, who was wounded during the shooting. Also among the dead, 2 young sisters, 4th grader Daniela Mendoza and 2nd grader Sophia Mendoza. 20-year-old security guard Christian Lacour, 26-year-old engineer from India Ashwara Thatakonda, and 32-year-old Elio Kumana Rivas. Yesterday, mourners gathered at a makeshift memorial outside the mall to pay their respects.
We put flowers, we said a prayer, but it's just not enough. We need legislation to change our gun laws.
An Army official tells CBS News the 33-year-old gunman, Mauricio Garcia, was terminated from the Army in 2008 for mental health reasons. He later became an armed licensed security guard certified by the Texas Department of Public Safety. His internet searches indicate he was very interested in far-right and white supremacist ideology, although it is not yet known if this served as a motive for the shooting.
Law enforcement sources tell CBS News the suspect had an AR-15 style rifle, several magazines, and a handgun on him, as well as 5 other weapons in the car. 6 people remain in the hospital. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Allen, Texas.
Authorities say the shooter worked for 3 security companies between 2016 and 2020, where he received firearms training and passed a background check. By midnight Thursday, Title 42 will be no more. CBS News has learned the Biden administration is working to finalize a new regulation which would replace Title 42 and allow for quick expulsion of migrants apprehended at the border. The regulation would also disqualify migrants from asylum if they fail to request it in another country on their way to the U.S. It would bar most non-Mexican migrants from asylum if they enter the U.S. without permission. Violating the rules would result in swift deportation, a 5-year ban on entering the U.S., and potential criminal prosecution if they do so.
We are confident that with the tools that we have in front of us, that we are doing everything that we can.
Border officials say they apprehended more than 26,000 migrants over a 72-hour period over the weekend. Russian President Vladimir Putin delivered a defiant message aimed directly at the West on a day marking the Allies' victory in World War II. Putin told soldiers their country is in a sacred battle against the West and Russia's future depends on them. Ukrainian President Zelensky also marked the moment, saying, quote, "The old evil that modern Russia is bringing back will be defeated just as the Nazis were defeated." Ukraine's Air Force says overnight it shot down 23 out of 25 cruise missiles, with the majority once again aimed at the capital of Kyiv. Lawyers for the embattled founder of FTX are asking the court to dismiss federal fraud charges against him. Prosecutors are accusing Sam Bankman-Fried of stealing customer deposits from the bankrupt crypto exchange to finance risky bets at his hedge fund and to funnel contributions to American politicians. But defense attorneys argue the U.S. government has failed to properly explain what offenses Bankman-Fried has committed. The next hearing for the case is set for June 15th, and a trial has been scheduled for October. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, why you might see your number of Twitter followers drop, and it's Teachers Appreciation Week. Which companies are offering up some freebies? Coming up in the Money Watch Report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Mad City, a division of Renewity, the local service you deserve, now backed by unmatched national strength. We are Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. We started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. Receive special savings on a beautiful new cabinet refacing project. In addition to our lifetime warranty, Mad City offers a price lock guarantee. Once you receive a free design consultation, we'll lock your price in and guarantee it for 1 year. And act now, be one of 30 homeowners who receive free installation on a cabinet refacing project with no interest and no payments till 2025. Senior and military discounts. Plus, call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
does count. When you're shopping for new furniture, a mattress set, or flooring, come to the experts at McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo. Our experienced staff is well-trained in home decorating and will answer all your questions so you can buy with confidence. You'll find big city selection and an enjoyable shopping experience. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Come see the difference experience can make at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
This is Matt Gunderson. We recently celebrated the life of Margaret, who never let a cookie jar run empty. Her service was cookie-themed, with everyone enjoying her tasty treats. Allow us to personalize every detail of a life well lived.
President Biden says his administration is working on new rules that would require airlines to compensate passengers if the carrier is to blame for any cancellations or delays. That would include paying for rebooking fees, hotels, ground transportation, and meal vouchers, on top of refunding the cost of the ticket. The president says the rules will be proposed later this year. Twitter CEO Elon Musk is warning users that they could see their number of followers drop soon. That's because the social media platform is purging and archiving accounts that have been inactive for several years. Musk says the move will free up abandoned Twitter handles. And many school districts nationwide are celebrating Teachers Appreciation Week right now, and major companies are also offering up freebies for educators. Firehouse Subs is giving away free sandwiches, while Insomnia Cookies is serving up complimentary cookies. Norwegian Cruise Line is also accepting nominations to give 20 educators a free week-long cruise. Those submissions are due 1 month from today. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is down 60 points. The NASDAQ off 66. The S&P 500 down 19. The prices of online goods are dropping. New data from Adobe Analytics found prices for e-commerce fell nearly 2% in April compared to last year. April also marked the 8th straight month of decreasing prices, according to Adobe. The biggest drop was in appliances. Prices also dropped in electronics, sporting goods, toys, and home and garden supplies. Well, coming up, Pam has today's egg prices, and Greg is back with the latest forecast. And then today on Live at 4, Mother's Day is around the corner, a day to celebrate mom, but for some it can be a painful day. Psychologist Shyla Mergain has advice.
I was mad and I wanted to slam something, and I tried slamming the door and I couldn't. I wouldn't slam. I was like, darn it, we got the soft close.
With soft close doors and drawers, your kitchen cabinets won't be so easily damaged by daily wear and tear. It's just one of the reasons homeowners love Mad City Kitchens. And now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. Choose new cabinet colors and countertops. Pull out shelves, Lazy Susans, even a new kitchen sink installed in as little as 2 days. The first 30 homeowners who call now will save with free installation, with no interest and no payments till 2025. Senior and military discounts. Plus, call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's being prepared for all the challenges you may face after a serious injury. It's confronting every aspect of your case with honesty, integrity, and innovative solutions that have earned us a reputation for excellence in representing the injured. It's no wonder so many clients refer their own friends and family to our team of dedicated professionals year after year. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call today for a free consultation.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhafels. Beauty Rest mattresses are assembled in Wisconsin, and right now queens start at just $449. Or upgrade to the luxury and comfort of a Beauty Rest Black. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Beauty Rest Black Queen mattresses start at just $49 per month when you use Steinhafels' special 72-month financing. Shop in-store or online today at steinhafels.com.
Tomorrow, we get a live look inside Madison College's new state-of-the-art extended reality center.
Plus, send us your weather photo and you could win a First Warn weather umbrella.
And warmer weather is on the way. We'll take a look at the rain chances over the weekend tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
A drug used to control diabetes is now in high demand for weight loss.
It does seem to affect certain pathways in the brain.
Arman Rahman learns the facts and warnings one local doctor says you need to know. The Skinny on Ozempic, Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. How are you on this Tuesday?
Not so bad, not so bad. I'm happy to report that we got some field work done last week, maybe in between raindrops for some folks across the state of Wisconsin. The bigger news outside of our state is a lot of farmers got a lot of corn acres, a lot of soybean acres planted. States like Illinois have about 70% of their corn already in the ground. Not quite that rosy here in Wisconsin. As of Sunday, according to the Wisconsin Ag Statistical Service, we've got about 14% of our corn in the ground. About 11% of our soybeans have been planted. The good news, our potato crop is about 47% already in the ground. The winter wheat and the alfalfa ratings also came up this week. Again, we've got heat, we've got moisture. Got to give a congratulations to our Wisconsin cranberry growers. They did it again, leading the nation as far as cranberry production was concerned last year. 4.84 million barrel of that fruit produced here in the state of Wisconsin. That accounts for 60% of the nation's cranberry production. Second state behind us, Massachusetts, less than half of what we produce. So way to go, cranberry growers. Let's keep our fingers crossed that the market prices respond to you. The other thing that I'm noticing, we just got reports on the cherry crop up in Door County and some other areas around Wisconsin. For a long time now, the Wisconsin tart cherry production had been kind of dwindling. Whether it was growers that exited the industry, trees that became victims of either storms or insects. But the good news is last year we saw a 23% increase in tart cherry production here in Wisconsin. And the other part that I noticed is we had 300 new acres or additional acres in production that came online this last year. So if you're planning on a trip up to Door County, probably within the next few days, if not a week, the tart cherry trees should be in full bloom. And then, of course, the fruit coming a little bit later this year. Hopefully another good crop for them on the way. No change on barrel or block cheese today. Double A butter down 3.5 at $2.39.5. I think our commodities, Mark, like many of the traded assets that are going on today, everybody worried about that debt ceiling. So we'll wait and see how that unfolds later this week, just like the weather.
Absolutely. And I love Door County cherries.
Yes. Agreed.
Thank you, Pam. Actor, producer, and director Tom Hanks can now add novelist to his resume. The two-time Oscar winner sat down with CBS Mornings to talk about his new work of fiction and his own experiences behind the scenes. Jared Hill has more.
Life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
More than 100 films in 45-plus years on the job, Tom Hanks knows a thing or two about making movies. It's a love he first felt looking up at the big screen as a kid.
You're actually a participant. You're engaged. You're watching what goes on. You actually think, well, what would I do in the same circumstance?
Hanks channeled decades of experience during pandemic downtime to write the making of another major motion picture masterpiece. It's about the making of a star-studded blockbuster superhero action film, from the stars to the crew. Speaking with CBS Mornings about an obnoxious character in the book, Hanks poked fun at his own behavior on set.
I've been the guy who says, why can't I wear sunglasses? I think the guy should wear sunglasses in this scene.
Hanks' love letter to movie making comes at a time when Hollywood writers are on strike.
What do we want? When do we want it? Now!
Seeking better pay and protections against artificial intelligence.
The entire industry is at a crossroads, and everybody knows it. There is some degree of pie here that is going to have to be equitably distributed.
Hanks is hoping for a win-win outcome where everyone can get back to making movies. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Greg's back with us now for the full First Warn forecast. Greg.
Can you spit that out again?
And I can't.
Well, really over the last 24 hours, if you look at it, we've had those showers yesterday, that light rain. We've kept the cloud cover. You see a few clouds continuing, and it expanded overnight. We got a few little waves to the south that have begun spreading eastward, but those are not going to provide much in the way. As you see now, they're kind of, we've had actually some severe weather in Kansas with it, but overall the cloud covers are going to continue to push this way, but we shouldn't see any precipitation with any of these waves or storms that develop to the west. So mainly dry through Thursday. We'll warm up to the 70s today. We'll have the 80s probably at least Thursday, maybe even Wednesday in certain areas. And once again, with these little waves developing over the plains and those storms, we're going to get some cloud cover here and there. A lot of it's going to be high clouds, but we'll see that most of the time through Thursday, so it won't be totally sunny skies. The problem is once we get to Friday through Monday, it's still looking like we might have some showers Thursday night. Periods of showers and thunderstorms Friday and Saturday. The whole day won't have rain, but we'll definitely see periods of it. And right now, at least, Mother's Day looks cool, breezy with showers once again, probably getting back into the 60s when we had for the 80s for Thursday or Friday. So it will be quite a cool down. But overall, the cloud cover, this kind of depicts a lot more, but a lot of this is low or high cloud cover. So we're going to see more high cloud cover this afternoon, but still plenty of sun. Already 70s out to the west. We should get up to 71 in Madison. At the time, overnight, we'll see less clouds, partly cloudy skies. Once again, high clouds will kind of stick around. The winds will start turning around from the southeast. So as we wake up tomorrow morning, we'll probably be back into the low 50s, a little bit cooler just because we're going to have less cloud cover going on. So you can see temperatures right around the upper 40s to near 50. Tomorrow, the winds start picking up a little bit out of the south, but still fairly light. We'll see a lot of this cloud cover once again is high. So the sun will be able to peek through, and we should be able to warm back up in the afternoon to mid to upper 70s, maybe an 80 possible, depending on cloud cover. And then Wednesday night into Thursday, warmer night. We'll actually turn the winds around, pick them back up. You can see southeast winds as we'll go into your Thursday. Thursday looks like the best shot for see mostly sunny skies. And response will probably get back up until at least the 80 by the time we get to Thursday afternoon. The system that eventually does reach into the plains, it gets wrapped up. You can see this low that wraps up right around east of Denver, and then it continues to see wave after wave of just systems come up here, developing showers and thunderstorms. There's one through Friday afternoon. Another one comes through Saturday. You can see that develops right there behind it. And as we get towards Sunday, it starts to really drift to the southeast. That'll provide more showers. Probably not thunderstorms for Sunday. As you can see, you have a few showers develop in the afternoon. And then as we get towards Monday, the whole thing begins to sink south. We should actually then dry out. So that's kind of what we're looking for the future through the weekend. So it'll be something to keep in mind of if you're going about and doing things Friday and Saturday with the thunderstorm chances. Right now, the severe threat looks pretty low at this time, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. Otherwise, once we get past Sunday, we kind of get into more of a seasonal low 70s, which is right where we should be for the start of next week. Looks fairly dry after Monday, so that's the good news. Once again, like I said, this weekend will be off and on. It won't be an all-day rain, but something to keep in mind if you have plans outside.
Okay, thank you, Greg. Astronomers using the James Webb Telescope have spotted a new cosmic surprise outside of our solar system. Take a look. This is an up-close look at the first asteroid belt ever seen outside our solar system. The image shows 3 massive rings of dust around a star, extending out 14 billion miles, or 150 times the distance of the Earth from the sun. Scientists say studying these dust belts can help unlock the secrets of how planetary systems form. Pretty amazing. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. Let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If you love really good Napoleons, brimming with a filling that you dream of diving into head first, then you're going to go crazy over what we're whipping up today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
With Milo E, I can no longer express myself through dance.
Thankfully, there's Planet Fitness. It's how to turn your low energy into big fitness energy.
Now everyone wants a taste of my salsa.
Join for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends May 10th.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers, an A+ rating with the BBB. And with our price lock guarantee, schedule your kitchen cabinet refacing quote now, and we'll lock the price in for 1 year guaranteed. Mad City Kitchens is your trusted source for cabinet refacing. Avoid the lengthy remodel, stay under budget, and transform your kitchen in as little as 2 days. Plus, time's running out to call. We're looking for 30 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. 30 homeowners who call now will receive free installation on a cabinet refacing project with no interest and no payments till 2025. Senior and military discounts. Plus, last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Are record high energy and water costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive. While you may not ask for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to be without heat, water, or power. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.heat.help.
With my low E, I can no longer express myself through dance.
Thankfully, there's Planet Fitness. It's how to turn your low energy into big fitness energy.
Now everyone wants a taste of my salsa.
Join for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends May 10th.
If you love a really good Napoleon, you know, one with layers of flaky pastry, brimming with a filling that you only dream of diving into head first, then you're going to go crazy over what we're whipping up today. The first thing we want to do is bake off a package of frozen puff pastry dough. While that cools, we whip up our to-die-for filling. To make it, we whisk together a package of vanilla pudding mix with some milk. Once that thickens up, we fold in some whipped topping. You want to do this gently so it stays nice and fluffy. Now to assemble this, we break up the sheets of our baked pastry and layer about a third of it into a trifle dish before spooning on a layer of our filling. A little chocolate sauce goes over that, and we repeat that 2 more times. This sure is a whole lot easier than trying to make individual Napoleons. And when you serve layers of this crispy pastry, brimming with the vanilla cream that's laced with the chocolate sauce, oh my goodness. To get the recipe for our Napoleon trifle, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a decadently tasty way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. It is decadently tasty.
Greg's back now with one final look at the weather.
Yeah, once we get the sun in the 70s this afternoon, we'll probably cool off back into the low 50s. A little bit less cloud cover. I don't see any fog issues going on tonight, so our temperatures will drop a little bit further. Tomorrow we'll have more sun, more high clouds, but not so much the low clouds out there, so everyone should be in the mid to upper 70s. Maybe a few of the warmer spots getting close to 80 degrees. As we know, things to know, like I said, dry through Thursday. Mild, we'll have low 80s Thursday, maybe even low 80s Friday, but we do have showers and thunderstorms coming, maybe Thursday night the earliest, but definitely Friday through the weekend. There'll be periods of them. It won't be an all-day rain, and as you see, the temperatures climbing up and then going back down to 70.
And maybe a little rain on Mother's Day.
Yes, that's what we're thinking right now.
All right, thank you, Greg. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.